again, welcome to today's attempt of a Diffle puzzle. This is Wordle, but we don't know how long a word is, so I like to start with a word that's got all the vowels, and we'll go for facetious once again today. Oh, and it's given us a load of information. We've got a green AET, that means they appear in the word in that order. We also know that the E and the T are not consecutive, because we placed them next to each other, but they did not get joined together. If they were consecutive, the E and the T would be joined, but they're not, so they're not consecutive. We've also got a yellow I and S, that means they're in the word, but we put them in the wrong place. So in this instance, that means they have to be somewhere before the T, but we don't know if they're before or after the A or the E. So we've got 3 vowels. I mean, it could be an IEST ending very easily. I'm going to go for the laziest option. I don't think it's the laziest, but it's the first one I thought of. Oh! So you see, the IE are connected. That does mean they are consecutive. That's what I was trying to describe with the ET before. The S is still in the wrong place, which means it has to be somewhere before the IE, but again, we don't know if it's before or after the A. What we do know, however, is that the T is definitely the last letter, because it's got a hard border on the right. It's changed its shape, and that indicates that we correctly put it in last place. So the A might well be the first letter, but it doesn't have a hard border on the left because we didn't correctly put it in the first position. Or something else is going to go before the A anyway, in which case it's all moot. Now, if it's not an IEST ending, maybe an IENT ending? Something like gradient is what I'm thinking of, but of course we have to use the S somewhere. It can't be salient, because we just ruled out the L. So what can we do? I mean, it really feels like an IENT is the most likely, but who knows? Passient, that's not a word. Something like salient, but not quite. I mean, everything I think of, we've got so many letters left. We've got so many letters in the word, but we've also got so many letters not in the word, so I'm really struggling to work out what is going on here. Can't be sergeant, that's not quite how you spell it. I mean, it doesn't have to be IENT, but it really feels like that's the most likely option. I don't know what to do here. Something like that is what I'm thinking, but I just don't know what's going to go in the X. Because all I can think of is salient or sapient, but I think I'm thinking of Homo sapiens, aren't I? Oh, it is a word. It is an IENT ending. And the S, the A is now gone yellow, which means it's in the wrong place. So that means that the A was before the S. So at least we got that bit right. But what on earth is this word? ASIENT. I mean, it could be a duplicated S. It could be ASSIENT. But that's not a word either, so we're going to need at least one more letter, aren't we? I've got no idea what's going on. Brassient, grassient. It can't even be prescient. For a start, that doesn't use an A, but also we ruled out this C earlier, so it can't be an SCIENT ending. I don't know if I know what this word is. Dascient, rassient, brassient. Massient? Nascient? I don't think that's a word with that spelling either. I've got no idea. I might have to do for something that I really dislike doing and just go for a word that isn't correct, just to use some new letters and get some more information. Oh dear. Brassient just isn't a word, is it? Not in word list. I just don't know. I'm going to try bridge. Tries 4 new letters. We do have an R. I don't know if that helped. I suppose it ruled out the B, D and G, which are all pretty common letters to go before an R, so it's not going to be a br or a dr or a gr beginning, which is what I was thinking of. It can't be aspirant. It can't be something to do with being aspirational. It can't even be orient. Of all the words that end IENT, that's one of the simplest. Obviously, a great football team as well, but not helpful for this puzzle today. We do know that the R and the I are not consecutive, because they're not joined together. I don't think that helps us too much, because I'm pretty convinced it's an SIENT ending. Ratient. That's just not a word, though, is it? We just need more letters. I'm going to go and test some new letters. Okay, so pretty much all of the consonants are the ones that we've got. It's definitely an AS, not an AD. Something like that. But with some more letters somewhere. I don't know where. The A and the R could be the other way around, I suppose. Tarsient? Is that a word? We could use a duplicated T, of course. I've never heard of this word. It's not even a word. Farcient. I don't think that's a word either. This is my worst performance of this by a long shot. I don't know why I decided to do this puzzle today. I don't do it every day on camera. I'm kind of wishing that I hadn't tried it today. I'm sure I'm going to kick myself because it's clearly got very common letters. I just don't know. Let's just try something else. Okay, the AS are in that order, but not consecutive. Oh, that doesn't help because we already knew that. I suppose it makes it more likely that it's that sequence. Arisient? Varisient? There? Var? I still don't know. Oh dear, this really is my worst ever attempt. We don't have a V. The R is before the A. So it is just that sequence. But not that sequence. The R is before the A. The S is after the A. So it's definitely RAS in that order. It's an IENT ending. I've just got no idea what's going on. It can only be a maximum of 10 letters as well. So it's not like we've got that much freedom. Could we have another E? Let's try areas. So we could have another E, but it's not in that position. Oh no, we can't have another E. We don't have a duplicated A. I don't know if there's a limit to how many guesses you can have, you know. I'm running out of space on my screen. It's definitely that. It's definitely that. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Transient. There's another T and another N. Oh my gosh, that's an awful performance. Oh, that is literally my worst ever on this game. My average number of words, you can see it's 3.6. What did we need today? We needed 9. That's more than twice as bad as I normally do. Oh, I mean, it's not an everyday word, but it's definitely a word I've heard of, and it's a word I'm sure most people watching have heard of, which means there's a very good chance you were shouting that at the screen a long time ago. In which case, well done. Oh dear. I messed that up, didn't I? Thank you if you stuck with me to the end. I suppose it's good to prove that I'm human sometimes. That is a very unsuccessful Diffle. But thank you for watching, and bye for now.